Started up. Good morning, everyone. Today we have assembled here regarding what? Preparation for civil services. So, anyone has in mind what is civil services is? Anyone can share with me. Any idea, any crude idea, what is civil services? And what you have opinion regarding the civil services? Any idea? No. But everyone has a dream regarding civil services. Yes, I want to become officers. Yes, sir. Please tell me, anyone has been here inspired by any officers or bureaucrats? Yes, sir. Bureaucrats do motivate us. In what respect? Bureaucrats do motivate us. In what respect? Yes, they will get government car. That which movie it was? Prithvi, Puneet Rajkumar's. Yes. And apart from that, what? They do get government bungalows. And they do have servants at their disposal. Yes, the first thing we would be attracted regarding a civil servant, athwa an IAS officer, is these things. But do you think knowing this thing will take you very far in your dream? No. Because just you remember our bureaucrats since from colonial times. Yes, who was it was? Vishweshwaraya. He was a bureaucrat. And Dalhousie, he was a bureaucrat. And the commissioners, what we had in Bangalore, Yaru, Mark Cubbon, Bowring, these persons were bureaucrats. And what they did, so we are remembering them since colonial times. Why we are remembering them? Yes, sir. Please, anyone here? Why we are remembering them? Because of their work. Yes, Dalhousie, what he has made? What he had brought to us? Indian Railways and whatever the postal things, everything was the Dalhousie's, initiatives. And this Mark Cubbon, Mark and Vishweshwaraya, they have been pioneered many projects in Karnataka, especially in Karnataka and for India also, that have enlightened many people's lives. Agidya ilva sir? It has enlightened and it has made life easy of the common man. That is why we are remembering. Just yes, even they had car, bungalow, servants, everything they had. But those persons, they stopped in their way? No. They utilized all the facilities the public is giving to them and they worked for the people. Yes, we do. When it was when this question was asked to my previous students in the interview, I mean personality test, this was the question. Why civil services? Why you have come here? Why you have come in front of me? So what should be your answer? What should be your answer? Yeah, a simple dream, a simple childhood dream. It was my childhood dream. But does it, whether it is enough? No. Afterwards, what had happened in your life? You people, you saw many bureaucrats. Their work motivated you. Their work towards whom? Downtrodden. Who is downtrodden? One who is poor, one who is child, one who are. So these are the people who are very poor in our nation. And they are in demand of your service, IAS. So you people are here to serve the society. But it was my childhood dream. But later part, what I did was, I gave a thought about this service. For whom I should read? Yes, one is primary thing is for myself. Yes, I want bread. I want butter. I want a shelter. I want security in my life. Yes, this is the one thing. And apart from this, I should, work for the poor people. So these are the two things. Because a human being is driven by two thoughts. One is his primary motives. Primary motives is for our stability. Along with this is for the secondary motive. What is secondary motive? Towards the people. Please take your syllabus copies, then we'll discuss. Why I am discussing is this. Once you start preparing all the time, if you are thinking of yourself, then you can't go very further in your life goals. Over a period of time, a compassion has to come. Compassion means we should care about the others. So when you will mix these two things, one is your primary motive and one is your secondary motive, you can definitely achieve your dream. So in my many classes already I have asked to students and I have told a story about this John Lusk. Sorry, John Salk. What has he invented? John Salk? Polio. Polio. It was invented by a scientist called John Salk. He was asked one question. Why did you do this? Why did you invented this polio, what do you call that, vaccine? What was his answer? And they also asked him, did you invented this for money? No, he said no. Did you invented this for what? A prize, a Nobel Prize? He said no. His answer was, what was his answer? His answer was, I could not see the sufferings. I could not see the sufferings of the infected people. That didn't let me to sleep day and night. So his heart became clean and he wanted to work for the downtrodden, who was the infected people. Day and night he worked. So finally he achieved. So when you're preparing also, yes, I need money, I need my security, I need everything. But this will not take me, very close to my goal. What will motivate me? What will motivate me? My conscience. My conscience has to be very clear. For whom I am reading? For what is the purpose of my learning? And if at all given me an opportunity, from whom I should serve for. This, one while doing the preparation, this has to be crystal clear for you. Yes, this is for myself also and this is for my society also. Please keep in mind before preparation. Yes, sir. This anyhow, in the process of your preparation, we do prepare you. Yes, next question arises is how to prepare for this examination. Yes, sir. Anyone has idea how to prepare? Already you might have gone through so many videos, motivational videos, and what are the procedures and what are the books to read for this examination. But things apart, let us discuss in fresh how to prepare for this examination. How to prepare. You go through the successful candidates video, one who has cleared in the last attempt. What they will tell you, you should read 16 hours a day. This is the wrong notion. You can't read 16 hours a day. Yes, sir. We will solve your doubts today. What are the doubts you have? Because after clearing the examination, so many people will come in front of you, they will put mic across you, and you won't think at all. You will utter whatever it comes to mind. No, sir, 16 hour you can't read. That too, when you start your preparation, it should go by 2 hours a day. You are working somewhere, you are reading, like just you might have cleared your graduation, and all of a sudden, if I tell you sit for 8 hours, you can't. The preparation should be in a gradual way. Yes, sit half an hour, practice half an hour a day while sitting in your chair. Do it for 2 to 3 days and then push it for 1 hour. Then again 2 hours. And after 1 year, when the prelims examination is there, you can clock 13 to 14 hours a day at the maximum. That too, when exam is hardly for 15 days and 20 days, you can push yourself for 14 hours. Before that, you can't. Keep in mind, sir, the preparation has to be in a gradual way. All of a sudden, nothing will happen. You take any discipline or any successful person's life. First, what he has done? He has started from the scratch. Then he might be a excellent. And what are the teachers? Once he was also a learner. Then after gaining so much knowledge, he is here to teach. For your preparation also, till you get into an IAS, you should start in a gradual way. So you take that notion. And what is the ideal hours of preparation is 6 to 8 hours a day, because you will be investing lot of your time in the classrooms in the first year of your preparation, because you will be learning so many things that you should invest most of your time in the classroom. And regarding another thing, this year you have started your preparation. Maybe in the August or July, you have started your preparation. And next, when is the examination, sir? Next year? May. What is the exact date? 26th. There says one saying, our objectives should be realistic. What is? Our objectives should be realistic. Because I have seen many students that have come in front of me, sir, I want to clear in my very first attempt, and that first attempt should be my next year. This is the impossible goal, because IAS is a big thing. And maybe you have come across a bureaucrats who will be signing 10,000 crores, 20,000 crores budget. As a district magistrate, I mean a DC, deputy commissioner, you ought to sign more than 3,000 crores rupees budget. And to make a person of that caliber and that capacity, you should be trained rigorously. And that miracle will not happen in 6 months or 3 months. Kindly listen to my advice, and whatever the advice I am giving to you is very honest. I don't make you to sail in emotions. Yes, come here, prepare, and you will clear IAS in the next attempt only. No, this is very far from truth. So once you start preparing 1.5 years, you should only prepare for your examination. Suppose this is the month of August. Till next year, May 26th, you should prepare for your both prelims and mains in an integrated way. And once you give the attempt, but honestly, I would say don't give your attempt next time. Suppose if you are preparing this time, you are not supposed to give the attempt in the 2024. And once the prelims examination happen, then the mains examination will be in the month of September. In that time, you should practice answer writing for the mains examination. Till May, you should prepare in an integrated way. After May, till September, you should practice answer writing. So, what will happen? Then ends your preparation. Means next year, September, and you will finalize your preparation. And after September, you should attempt the examination. Means 2025 May should be your first attempt. I am saying in very honest way. But if you have prepared since 2 long years, means last year, that to last year you have prepared means, then you can give attempt in 2024. Otherwise, because I came across a student who cleared in his very first attempt. He was a doctor, and I asked him, how did you clear in his very first attempt? What he told was, from my MBBS second year I was preparing. Then there was 2 optionals. He told, 3 years I prepared for my 2 optionals, and general studies I took a guidance from an institution and I cleared in the first attempt. So what is the inference that we can draw from this? What is the inference, sir? Prepare hard for 2 years and then you start giving attempt. The success will be at your doorsteps. Afterwards, whatever you touch, examination, everything will turn to be a gold. Till then, it is difficult. So, before preparing, don't give the attempts. So, this is the second point I wanted to convey. What was the first point, sir? What was the first point I discussed with you? Huh? Hopefully you got it. This was the second point. And what is the third point? Practice. Only by reading you can't achieve the things. Because one who are appearing for this time mains, do you know the numbers? How many students are appearing for this main examination this year's? It is roughly, sir? Oh no, 14 or 15,000. Roughly around 15,000. In that 15,000, only 2,500 are selected for the personality test. Remaining people will be dropped out. So, why those 2,500 people were selected for their personality test? Do you know any significant reason? The significant reason is practice. If you don't practice well, already 5,000 people are regularly they are practicing with their answers. If you are not practicing means already you are out from that 5,000. You don't even come in 5,000 also. If at all you practice, then you can compete with that 5,000. And if you are fortunate enough, then you can go to the personality test. So, without practicing, you should not go to examination. What is practice? What is practice? Do you have any idea what is practice? Last year, a student came to me and he said, sir, I am preparing since 2 years. I could not clear the prelims this time. So I asked him, what was your prelims score? He said 75. I told him, you didn't practice. Yes, sir. This year, afterwards, he practiced before going into examination, 100 general studies papers he solved. 100 into 100 questions. Please go and calculate in your home. 100 general studies paper, including 25 years previous paper and all the as many mock test papers. And regarding CSAT, Civil Service Aptitude Test, in that he said 30 papers I practiced. Before going to examination, in the last 2 months, I did this exercise. This year, he could easily clear his prelims. This year, and he is taking advice from me regarding the essay paper this time. So, this is what practice is. Rigorously, you should test yourself. And who are the, yes sir, for this practice, one should have the guide. A good guidance is required. Who should be your guide? Yes, we are here, but beyond us, question papers are the real guide. Always you should have old previous papers in your bag. And it should consist of both prelims paper and also mains paper. So have both the papers. Always, whenever you are dealt with any single chapter, Suppose you are reading a constitution, Indian polity. In that fundamental rights is a chapter. Yes, you have completed reading. You have completed reading your fundamental rights. So what should you do after it? You should scan all the previous question papers with respect to fundamental rights. You should solve all the questions prelims. And you should attempt at least 5 mains questions regarding the fundamental rights. Then this is what the back and forth technique. What is back and forth technique? Read first, again go back with the question papers. After solving question papers, again you will have some doubts. Again back come to the textbook and resolve your doubts. So yes, this demands time. So I want to clear it for you. This preparation is not quick. This preparation you can't, hurry burry. So slow, steady, calm and understanding the concepts will get into IAS. What people do, they will pile up books in front of them and afterwards they want to complete all the books as soon as possible without understanding. Understand the concept well, resolve the old questions. Whatever the doubt will come, please make utilize of your teachers and mentors. And if they are not available, ask to your friends. Yes, these all the procedures will take you minimum 2 years of preparation. And this is the honest truth regarding the UPSC Civil Services examination. Without honesty, you can't win this race. You need to be honest to yourself. Yes, I have read this chapter. Whether I have solved the questions regarding this chapter? The famous saying of the Socrates is what? An unexamined life is not worth living. Whatever you have come across, you need to examine yourself. So learn, practice, and you all know what is UPSC examination. It is a tapasya. The first question I asked you, how should be your preparation? It should be full of sacrifices. What is sacrifice here? You need to eat for what? Just I want energy to read, I should eat for it. You need to control your tongue. Yes, I need to visit places. Yes, I want to visit, not often. So, rarely I should visit my friends. Rarely I should visit my relatives. But you should not sacrifice them totally. What I am saying is, you should visit them, you should eat, you should go around. But your conscience should permit you. Yes, sir. You keep a small goals. All of you will keep a big goals. Yes, I want to crack IAS. But you divide that big goal into small objectives. This week, I should complete these 3 chapters. Once I complete these 3 chapters, then I can go for a movie. Then I can visit my friends. So actually I have come across a students who have said, sir, without clearing the examination, I will not visit my parents. This should not be the thing. Yes. What is the thing should be? You should break your goals. Like I have mentioned, this is a tapasya. It demands too much sacrifice from you. First is your time. 2 years, you can't, give exams also. You can't afford your lavish lifestyle also. So all the thing is reading. Yes, afterwards, yes, sir. What will happen after 2 years? And I made it clear to you till next year, October or September, you need to prepare. Afterwards, what will happen? What should be your road to success? Yes, sir. Prelims. Yes. As I have come across many students, they have prepared very well for the mains examination. But consecutively, they are failing in the prelims examination. This prelims examination, earlier days, it was full of objectivity. Once you have clarity, you could able to clear the prelims examination. Now what has happened, So in prelims examination also, that examiner is demanding critical analytical ability from you. So the questions, you might have seen this year question paper. You can't pluck out the direct answer. You can take the answer with the deductive. First is, yes, this is not the case, this is not the case, this is not the case. Then you will come up to answer. So the first strategy is, after October, you need to read for prelims examination. But whenever you are reading about the topic, you should think in the mains perspective also. I gave you an examination, like example, fundamental rights. Yes, sir. When you are reading the fundamental rights in the preliminary examination preparation, also you should question it for mains examination. What are the questions might appear for the mains examination in this chapter? So you should become an examiner. Then only once you start arising the questions, you will get an answer for it. So after your October, next year October, you should prepare your mains, you should prepare examination in mains perspective. While preparing also, you should see that in the prelims perspective. You should combine in both the ways. Then only you can solve the, crack the preliminary examination. So this is the thing. Afterwards, I'm explaining you the next level of the examination before going into the syllabus. So, who among here don't know any basic idea of the examination structure? The first thing is, this examination, IAS examination, is conducted by the Union Public Service Commission, UPSC. And what are the 3 stages in it? You all know there are 3 stages. What are those 3 stages, sir? Preliminary stage, main stage, and the personality test stage. Yes. Which stage we should prepare first? Preliminary. Yes, okay. Suppose if you clear prelims, what about mains? Exactly. Like people will, conventional thing is like people will prepare first for prelims, then they will prepare for the mains, and fortunately they will get an interview call. And what will happen? In the interview, many people will fail. Because of what reason? They have not molded their personality. They have not given their thought process a clarity. So what she has said, your preparation should be in a integrated manner. While preparing for a topic, I am not saying about the stages. What is the topic? Suppose if you take history, modern history, or else we'll take a non-cooperation movement, which was led by Mahatma Gandhi ji. What was non-cooperation movement? We will not cooperate with the government. Why? Because the law brought by the government is not just, means it is illegal. So what is just, we will obey. What is not just, we will not obey. This was the motto of the Gandhiji. Yes, regarding prelims, you will be reading Gandhiji came, which year, for what purpose he did and all, you will read for the prelims. And mains, regarding mains, the same way. And what you will take for your life from it, for your personality from it, whatever be the thing, if it is not pro-poor, it is not pro-downtrodden, what we should do? We should oppose it. And it should give us a clarity regarding what is just and what is not just. So the reading should not remain in the your writing or reading. It should go to your heart. Well, Gandhiji is clearly giving you a message. What message? You should stand with the truth. So that should become a part of your personality. Suppose in the interview, what they do ask you? Many opinion-based questions they do ask you. In that, while taking the opinion, these philosophies of the Gandhiji, this person's philosophy will come and aid you or assist you. So whenever you are taking your opinion, you can quote Gandhiji regarding this philosophy. So whenever you are preparing regarding a topic, you need to see it in a prelims perspective, mains perspective, and also for your personality perspective. Many people will fail in the interview because they do prepare only with respect to examination, but not to amplify their personality. So take care of this thing. Yes, I will go to this syllabus and I will explain it to you. But before that, please keep in mind, this should enhance my personality. This should make me a better human being. And this should give me an idea to make the people's life of India in a better way. So, when I will explain you a syllabus, I will go across so many areas. But what do we have in mind as an IAS officer? IAS officer sits in a district and he will administrate at the district level. But no, in the hierarchy ladder or in your career, you will be going so high. You will be serving Indian government also. You will be serving United Nations also. So a minimum knowledge will not help you. Over a period of time, you need to take a lot of things from your syllabus. Yes, first I will go through the prelim syllabus. After going to the syllabus, then we can resolve your doubts regarding the preparation. The handouts has been given to you. Kindly refer it. The second handout and page 2. Preliminary examination consists of 2 papers. Both the papers are dealt in the same day. Morning, 2 hours, you will have general studies paper, and in the same day afternoon, you will have civil services aptitude test paper, means CSAT paper. The main condition with respect to these 2 papers are, paper 1 is, the marks of the paper 1 is counted for your qualifying thing, and CSAT paper is only of the qualifying nature, and minimum score for 80 questions is you should solve 27 questions. And there will be a negative thing in both the papers. What is the percentage, sir? Negative 0.33. 0.25, 1/4. This is 1/4 negative is there. Yes, it's not a 1/4, it is 1/3. It's 1/3. You might have confused with the state civil services. It is 1/3. Please keep in mind. Yes, first paper is of 200 marks. 200 marks means there will be of 100 questions. According to the recent trend, what is the cutoff for paper 1? Last year, when the new syllabus was introduced, the cutoff was 104, 103. Now it has been drastically reduced to in between 88 to 92. So what we can draw from this? The day by day, the paper is getting tougher. So again, what you should draw from it? We also should work harder than our seniors. The life is not easy when compared to the previous 10 years. Yes, next. Paper 1 consists of 200 marks and he has not divided the marks with respect to subjects. 1 year he is getting more questions from the polity, and 1 year is giving from the economics. So we can't clearly divide a restricted number of questions from a restricted syllabus. Yes, first is current events of national and international importance. So this UPSC has a thought in his mind. His dream is a person from a remote corner of India should get into civil services just by reading the newspaper. So that is why in mains more than 50% of the questions are based on the current affairs. In the prelims, what is happening? Around 30 to 40 questions are directly from the current affairs. So newspaper part we can't neglect. And here in our academic course, every week we are conducting the newspaper analysis class. It will help you both in your prelims and also regarding your mains. Yes. Next topic is history of India and the national movement. History means this syllabus again I will in detail I will explain it in the mains part. Yes, history of India. What is history of India? It doesn't mean only modern history. It consists of what? Ancient, medieval history and modern history, and also it includes Indian art, heritage, culture and architecture. Everything is included. And also the freedom movement. And regarding the books and all, I will tell you in the next part. Indian and world geography. So geography, we should read about the world also and also the India also. And what is geography is called? It consists of physical, social, economic and human geography also. Indian polity. Indian polity is a constitution. Regarding the constitution, we should read. So, this is the only part, Indian polity and constitution, where you will get fixed questions. There he will not mix the current affairs. In the above part, world geography, most of the questions are interlinked with the current affairs. Next is economics. Next is environment. Next is science. And what did you felt when going through this syllabus? And also he has mentioned in the syllabus, we have not mentioned that, this will be of the 10th standard level he has mentioned. There is no expertise of graduation required to solve these questions, he has mentioned. But he is bluffing you. You should have the specialization in each and every subject. Here I will not explain it to you. I will explain in the mains part of your syllabus. Next is CSAT paper. This year many students, they have cleared the general studies paper, means they have scored above the cutoff mark, but they have failed in the CSAT paper. Why they have failed? Again, without practice they are going and they are taking very lightly this paper, since because this is qualifying nature, people will think, students will think anyhow I will clear. No, this is not the case. A rigorous practice is required. This many people are referring for the coaching institute materials, but people are forgetting the NCERT books, in that basic numeracy books. And also people has forgot to read on their own, because what we do, we are making you to read ready-made material. You people are not reading newspaper and not making your own points. That will weaken your comprehension skill. So what is the first point? Comprehension is there. A rigorous, regular reading will help you this comprehension solving. And next is interpersonal skills, including communication skills. This is also basic English he will ask. Next is logical reasoning and analytical ability. What is logical reasoning? Yes, sir. You you are not supposed to apply any formula here. You are supposed to apply your common sense and your mind. So that is what it requires. And keep in mind, this aptitude, this logical reasoning cannot be developed overnight. It has to be practiced in a long term. Then only you can solve these questions. So keep in mind, at least for 1 hour or half an hour, I need to practice. How much you are good at this, at numbers, you need to practice, because we are coming across the students, one who has come from the engineering background and one who has done masters in mathematics. They are failing in these papers just because of overconfidence and lack of practicing. Then is the mental ability. Here comes your formula. You need to apply formula and also basic numeracy. But in logical reasoning, you are not applied to formula. You are supposed to apply your mind. Since in this foundation course, which we are starting from today, we are not teaching you separately the prelims and mains. We are integrating the subjects. We are taking one topic. In the prelims perspective also we teach, in the mains perspective also teach, and also it should amplify your personality. So that is why I will explain it to you in the mains syllabus only, regarding this syllabus. Yes, sir. Do you have any idea how many people will apply for preliminary examination? This year, it was more than 12 lakh this year. Second, excuse me. But more than 50% will not attend the examination. If it is 12 lakh, then only 6 lakh will appear for the examination. Among 6 lakh, they will take only 15,000 people based on the preliminary general studies one paper. How they will screen so many students out from here? How they will screen out that huge number of people here? So you go and ask your seniors with how many marks you missed prelims. I missed by half mark. You will get a 10,000 people on the roads. Just I missed by half marks. Just I missed by 1 marks. So just by half or 1, you are in or out. So what you need to do for that half marks and 1 marks? Conceptual clarity. So whatsoever the topic you will come across, you need to read it thoroughly. You need to fight for half marks also. Otherwise, you don't get an opportunity to write your mains examination. Even if you have prepared very well for your mains, the prelims is a gateway. Nowadays, it has become very tough. So, a gradual reading, a steady reading, understanding the concept, rigorous practice, and a right guidance will make you to clear the preliminary examination. Yes, once you are here for the main examination, kindly refer your handouts. The first paper is essay. Paper 1 is essay. And before essay, you need to cross again a barrier, which is English and any Indian language. Both are qualifying in nature. I have seen many students who have prepared very well for their examination, and just because they don't have excellency in Indian language. Suppose the people from Karnataka, they do choose Kannada as their Indian language. The people from Delhi, they do choose Hindi as their Indian language. So again, this is the qualifying nature. If you are not good at, then you should practice this from now only. Or the people, the students who has come from rural and vernacular language medium, means the people from Karnataka, many students have completed their schooling in Kannada language. They are feeling tough to crack this compulsory English language. So don't neglect this, because here also, and once you reach the personality test interview also, your basic communicating skills with respect to English is tested. So if you feel I am weak at English, you should practice now only. Writing a minimum essays, writing a letter, these are the simple things they will ask. But don't neglect. The people who has neglected these two papers could not clear examination, even though the general studies preparation was well. So kindly give importance. Yes, because if you don't clear this examination, your next papers will not be evaluated. So this is the hurdle. The one who are good at, they do feel easy. So kindly give attention to this. Yes, once you cross this barrier, the real papers will come. One is the essay paper. On is essay paper. This I will discuss in the end part. Since because to write essay, you need to have a knowledge regarding economics. You should have history, geography, constitution, science, everything you should have a knowledge. So I will discuss in the later part. So what is the GS paper 2? It is called General Studies 1. Each general studies paper will be consists of 250 marks each. 250 marks. Do you have, yes, qualifying? One third. One third is the qualifying. GS 250. Huh. Do you have any idea regarding this GS 250? How you should get? How many marks you should get? Anyone has idea? The people, the students will suffer to get 100 here. If we can reach close to 100, you will get into IAS. But you should make sure at least 50% of the marks I should get. Means it should happen 125. You all should target for 50%. And once you cross this 50%, you are into the rank list. So they will give as low as 60, 65 for 250. So it is a blunder. At least the minimum criteria is 100. The excellency score is 125. So keep in mind. Yes. What are the syllabus included in the GS paper 1? And the first thing is, make sure whatsoever the questions they do ask for the main examination, they are interlinked with the current affairs. The basic questions they don't ask. The basic questions he will mix up with the current affairs. Like the first is Indian culture will cover the salient aspects. Art forms is there. What are the art forms, sir? There are two types of art. One is classical art, one is folk art. We do have dances, we do have songs, everything we have got. There are many classical, like what is Bharatanatyam? It is a classical dance form. What is Kuchipudi? Classical dance form. Suppose this year in this arts, something has come up in the newspaper, or something has been projected in Republic Day. That question will come. So the current affairs and also your basic knowledge, you need to mix up and you should construct the answer. So, and you know, literature. Literature means the literature is coming up since from the Vedic times to Navaja times. So again, the questions will appear based on that. And architecture. Architecture, there are two types of architecture. What are those are three types in India? They are special. They are famous. Nagara architecture, Dravida architecture, and Vesara. So based on this, across the India, so many temples have been built. So maybe this year, some temple has been highlighted. So maybe the question will come regarding that thing. So whenever you are reading this topic, you should have a keen observation what is going around, like in your country. So what has become famous? So this will help you to expect the question according to your interest. So one should have a reading ability of the mind of the examiner. Last year he has asked this question, since because this has been appeared in the news. Maybe this year this has appeared in the news, maybe he will ask this question. This sensitivity will help you to target the question. Yes. Next, modern Indian history. And he has said middle of the 18th century until the present significant events, means modern history means till today, since from 1750 it has. So it has started from the first struggle of Indian freedom. The revolt has happened. Till then, now he is asking. What he will ask? What he will ask? Significant events. And kindly note down, here UPSC has come very far from asking you the dates. Earlier it was happening. This battle, Battle of Plassey, which year? Battle of Talikota, which year? Now he is not asking that thing. Directly he is asking the cause and effect relationship. Cause and effect. What is cause? 1857 revolt. Why it happened? So we should, go for the causes. And what happened after that revolt? So whatever the topic you are reading, you should analyze the cause and effect relationship than merely by hurting the events. So what we do, yes sir, in this revolt what happened? So this kingdom, this kingdom, this kingdom, they all revolted against. So instead of that, what made them to revolt and what happened after revolt? And then comes the freedom struggle. You might be knowing in the 1885 Indian National Congress happened. Then comes the what? Then came a nation concept has been evolved. Yes, and we should fight against the British. So you might have come across three types of freedom fighters. One were modernists and one were extremists. So after came the Gandhian era. So various stages means that stage. What was the moderate phase and what was the extremist phase? And after 1915, Gandhi came. So our history you should break into the parts, and in that part also you should take a significant event and you should learn the cause and effect relationship. So people are not getting good marks because they are all have read and they are all writing, but in analytical part they are losing their marks. Yes. And after post-independence, consolidation is there and reorganization of the country. Do you know, do you know, sorry, do you have any idea how many princely states were there after independence? Sorry, it was 552. India has been broken into pieces. So you have come across whom? Iron Man of India. Who was it? Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. And how India got reorganized and how we have reached into present polity. We need to study that. So before 2012, the UPSC has not involved world history into your syllabus. And afterwards, they brought world history. Yes, sir. Kindly give me an insight regarding this. Why they included this syllabus? Why we should read world history? See, till 1990s, we were closed economy. We were not open to the world. After liberalization, privatization and globalization in the 1990s, what happened? We got exposed to the world. So whatsoever the error that is happening in Europe or else in America, that has started to giving effect in India also. So the omissions and commissions means whatever the right thing they have did, we will get the effect. Whatever the wrong thing we have did, we will get the effect. So why we read history? Why we need to read history? Because some wrongs they have done in the past, we should not do in the present. Since because the whole world has become global village, now we should, the reading history of India is not enough. Reading history of the world is also required. Since because we are all interlinked to one another. So the next part of the history is history of the world. These are the questions you will get in interview. Why you should read world history? Since because we have become a global village, we are compelled to read the world history. Yes, in world history, what had happened? There they have mentioned after 18th century. They have mentioned industrial revolution is there. How many world wars we fought? Two world wars. The three is awaiting. For what? Maybe for the water, and they are analyzing. And national boundaries, redrawal of the national boundaries, colonialization, decolonialization, communism, capitalism, socialism. See, many things he has mentioned, but how we should read it? Colonialization has happened. Why it happened? Because of the greed of the colonial powers. That is the cause. For market they came, for raw material they came, for plunder of the loot they have come. And after colonialization, what happened? The effects also we should discuss. So what are the effects for India? That also we should read. Also, this will introduce you to so many ideologies of the world that have marked the shape of the world. So the world history earlier it was not the case. Now they have mentioned, but they are not asking the question in a basic form. Like what is colonialization? They will not ask. What is capitalism? They don't ask. Instead of that, what they do ask? What is the capitalism effect on the India? How it is shaping the Indian economy? This they will ask. Yes. Next is salient features of the Indian society and diversity of India. So this is the in the larger perspective, you can say it as the Indian society. So who Indian society consists of whom? We should read about women. We should read about caste. We should read about the tribals, everything. how the marriage, how the institutions we have developed regarding this, we need to read. And what is the books we should refer? Yes, you all go for the updated books. But before going into this, you should read the NCERT books. Indian Society and Development is the basic NCERT book you should go with. So after society, first paper will consist of this thing. One is history, one is Indian society, and another is geography. So geography consists of both India and world. So students are saying we are not getting good mark in the paper 1. Since because when you write society, you write answer in a basic way. You don't interconnect with the significant events of the India. So if you connect it, you will get the good marks. And in geography, people are not reading the map. Whenever you are illustrating your answer, you should illustrate with the suitable diagrams and map. If you use it, you will get a mark in this. So I am just saying what should be the value addition to your answer. Yes, sir. The salient features of world physical geography. And what is a physical geography, sir? We need to read about the mountains. We need to read about the rivers. We need to read about the desert, but not particularly with respect to India. We should check the world as a whole. The basic NCERT books from 6th standard to 12th standard will serve the purpose. Yes, next, distribution of key natural resources across the world. What are the natural resources? Coal. Coal, where we will get a coal? In the Europe, where we will get? In the Africa, where we will get? In the South America, we should have a proper map setup. And after class, once the teacher will come and go here, while completing his syllabus with respect to geography, in the afternoon session, the mentors in the institutions will help you to understand the map better. Yes, I have forgot to tell you the teaching procedure. Morning 10:30 to 1 p.m. you will be having class, and after completion of your lunch from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. you can sit and read here. There whatever the teachers will come and teach and go, and remaining doubts will be solved by the mentors who are present in the institute till 6 p.m. and after that 8 p.m. also you can read, and weekly a test will be there. Like suppose if you complete a significant portion in the 1 week, the related prelims and mains question answers you will get as a test in the afternoon. So this is the back and forth technique. You should stay here, you should read here, you should practice here, and whatsoever the doubt will come, you should ask to the teachers and you should resolve it. Yes, this is like how you can connect to the current affairs, how you can solve the map that we as a mentors, we can help you. Yes, regarding the geophysical phenomena such as earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanic. So most of the syllabus which you read in geography, again it will repeated in the paper 3 in the natural disaster management. So most of the syllabus it will keep on coming, but we do cover in the single topic and make you to understand wherever it has been mentioned again and again. Yes, first paper consists of history, society and geography. Regarding the paper 2, yes, you can leave, you can, yes. It has been clearly mentioned, governance, paper 2, constitution, polity, and international relations. And the notion is there in the second paper, we are not supposed to anything read basics. The all questions will come from the current affairs only, and this is the proper notion. But people are getting very low mark in it, since because they have depended upon only the newspaper and they have forgot to read the basics. Whenever you are writing answer for this paper, you need to have articles in your tip. Constitution articles, constitutional schedules, constitution parts, and constitutional commissions. Everything you should have in your fingertip. Then only you can add value to your answers. Or else, what will happen? This paper will become current affairs. Suppose there arises the question. What question, sir? Regarding governance. Regarding governance means there are some schemes in India. So, while implementing certain scheme, suppose Right to Food Act, there are so many schemes with respect to that act. What should be the accountability of the government? So, suppose this question is asked, you should mention fundamental rights, you should mention human rights, you should mention SC and ST welfare, and for all this in constitutions we have articles. Whenever you are writing the answer in each and every topic, you should mention the constitution and articles. Then the marks will be amplified here. Or else things will become very dry and the answers will become very common. And so many commissions, so many committees are formed annually by the government of India. So you should highlight. Yes, Constitution and Indian polity. This will be covered by a single book. You all know that book, Lakshmikant. But how to use basics and how to interlink the current affairs, that we can teach in the class. And regarding the international relations, the international relations is of two things. One is bilateral relations and one is the international relations. Bilateral relations, what is bilateral relations? When India is having relationship with any one country, suppose like a prime minister is visiting France now, so this is the bilateral relations, and UN is a international relation. So India is a part of many nations, we call it international. So when India is dealing with only one nation, we call it bilateral. So, and also we should read about the neighbors. So these are the things, but make sure you will enrich the answers with the constitutional framework in it. So this paper will demand so much of your analytical skill and so much of your interconnection skills. So too much of your newspaper knowledge you need to use here, and how to draw answers from it and how to interconnect many things, like your history should be connected, your polity should be connected, your economics should be connected. You need to connect all the things here, then only you will get the marks. A rigorous practice is required for this. Regarding paper 3, GS paper 3, this consists of economics, this consists of internal security, this consists of disaster management, and this consists of science. Science means both a technology, science means both your agriculture science. Science also consists of your environmental science. First, break this syllabus in your head. Each paper is consisting of 3 parts. In economics, he has clearly said planning, development, and employment. So India is having this much resource, how we should plan it accordingly and how it you should distribute and so ensure our development. So more than the growth, they are talking about development. A civil servant should have this in mind. What is how the resources should be pooled and how it should be distributed. That consists of this. The same point is repeated again, inclusive growth and issues arising from it. Suppose in Karnataka now because of the new government has come, it has come with so many guarantee schemes and how it is affecting the economy and how it should overcome that they have said it. What meaning it is conveying, sir? What meaning it is conveying? This guarantee schemes, this is talking about the inclusive growth. We should involve women in it. We should involve poor in it. These are the things. But does it helping the economy or harming the economy? That analysis you should have it. How it is progressively helping and how it is lagging behind. So across the India, because of this inclusive growth, so many problems are arising that we should deal with. And government budgeting, after government budget, there will be a separate classes for the budget of the resource allocation that will be dealt in a separate sessions. Then comes the major crops. This is in science, we can divide this as the agriculture science. The next point is also there, issues related to direct and indirect farm subsidies. That is also part of the economics also. That is part of the agriculture also. Next is food processing industries. That is also part of the agriculture. Then comes again the liberalization of the economy. Again, it's a part of the economics. As I mentioned, after 19th, the economic policy has been changed, liberalization, privatization and globalization. And what are the effects on the Indian economy that we should read. And when it comes to science, there is technology and development. Yesterday we sent Chandrayaan to moon. That will come in technology and development. So paper 4 is very vast. Science means you should read medical science, health science, agriculture science, ISRO, your technology, your artificial intelligence. So this is a very vast paper. So people are getting very low marks in this paper. Why? The reason, I'm not going in detail with respect to the syllabus since we are covering in a slow manner, but I will discuss why they are getting very low marks in the paper 3. Because of lack of specificity. Since the paper is very vast, people are getting frustrated with the syllabus. But if you reconstruct the syllabus like I did, economics means we should read, yes, basic microeconomics and macroeconomics. And when you read agriculture, again it will repeat in agriculture also, it will repeat in geography also, it will be repeated in the economics also. So you are not supposed to do the topics again and again. Whenever you are dealing with agriculture as a topic, you should see it in geographical aspect also. You should see in economical perspective also. You should see in science perspective also. And whenever we are talking about the agriculture food processing, we should talk about in technology perspective, we should talk about in economic perspective and also in the geographical perspective. The same topics we do keep repeating, they do keep repeating in all the syllabus. But what we feel is syllabus is huge. No, syllabus is not huge. Whatsoever the topic, you should have the multidisciplinary approach. if you read in this manners, the decoding of the syllabus will be easy. Like last but sorry, in that paper 4, disaster management is there. Is there or not? Yes. Again, the same thing we will be repeating in geography also, here also. Linkages between development and spread of extremism. Again, in governance, the same thing we will be reading. Again, it will be coming here also. And what is the extremism there? Development extremism. In India, we are facing Naxalism. We are facing separatism. We are facing terrorism. So how we can balance both, they are saying. And role of external state and non-state actors. It is there or not? In paper 2, we already have dealt with this in international relations. For our internal security threat, the other nations, example, our enemy nation Pakistan is there, along with non-state actors like terrorist organizations are there. How they are influencing. The same thing we have read in paper 2. Again, here we are repeating it. Next is challenges to internal security through communication networks and role of media. Since because of social media, many people by using social media, they are distributing the communal harmony and social fabric of the nation. So that we need to point out. Next is security challenges and their management in border areas. We all know we are surrounded by many nations and our borders are very porous. Do you have any idea which are all the security forces we do have? What comes up to us is army. No. BSF, Border Security Force is there. Indo-Tibetan Border Force is there. Sashastra Seema Bal is there. These are the organizations called as Central Armed Police Forces. We should read about that thing. And various security forces and agencies and their mandate. Like, as I mentioned, we should read about this. BSF, it is called as what? Peacetime patrolling forces. When there is peace, I mean without any war, these will guard our borders. And when there is war, these people will come and army will come into the picture. Like this, many organizations are there, 5 police organizations in the central level are there. We should read about their mandates and for what mandate they have constituted, the simple thing. And in this paper also, we should read everything related to the infrastructures of India, like ports, like airports, like our nuclear establishments, like our ISRO, everything we should read in this paper. Since it is a science topic, the people from humanities background might face tough in reading this paper. So what is idea is, which paper we do tough, we should give more attention to that paper. And regarding paper 5th, which is also called as ethics paper, here simply highlighted syllabus into ethics, integrity and aptitude. Reading properly this paper will indirectly help you to write essay in a good way. And what is ethics? What is integrity? What is aptitude? Is dealt with the detailedness of that syllabus. This paper will include questions to test the candidate's attitude and approach regarding the issues. I will tell you a simple story, or else like I will ask you a question. Suppose if you are a district magistrate, I mean this deputy commissioner of a district, a lady will approach you for a help. Not help, she has applied for some scheme and she is eligible for it. And old lady will also come, one who is very weak. But that lady is eligible next to that young lady. Old lady is eligible next to the young lady. So as a deputy commissioner, who will you help? Yes, sir. You should answer for this because I kept on talking for the whole session. You also should be involved in this. Yes, yes, sir. Young lady. Young lady, you will help. Yes, sir. Reason. You need to quote your reason for it. Why you will help young lady and why not that old lady? This is not a lottery kind of thing. Whatever decision we say take, we should give it a logical and proper reason. If it is old lady, you should tell us. Tell me why. If it is young lady, you should tell me why. Yes, sir. Young lady. But what, sir, don't you have compassion? Karune, Kalaji, Papa, Punya. You don't have. Oh God. As a bureaucrat, the first thing it demands is that compassion towards downtrodden, towards weaker section of the society. You can't find solution for it. Why? Because you have not dealt with the ethics chapter. Once you come across these topics, I will highlight the syllabus. Second, human values they have mentioned, human values. Compassion they have mentioned, integrity they have mentioned, empathy they have mentioned, emotional intelligence they have mentioned. You can highlight. I am saying you the key points in it. So once you dealt with all these topics, you could able to attend these type of case-based questions. Like in this question paper, they will put across some cases in front of you and solve it. So there is no requirement of reading and beheading this topic, this paper. The only requirement is understand the paper well, understand the concept well, make that concept to solve this type of ethical dilemma questions. Because we all will be in the ethical dilemma. Whom should we help? Suppose if I help that young lady, that bechara papa, who that old lady, she will be in the suffering end. She will put tears in front of you. What you will do? Okay, if you help that old lady, this lady will go to court. Young lady, I am eligible. This DC help that old lady. The court will remove or punish you. Alva sir. The same thing will happen. This is the ethical dilemma. Then comes the picture like, according to law, sir, you should help that young lady because she is eligible. But there is a word called 1, 2, 3. In the third para, last word is persuasion. Is there or not? So when we teach you persuasion in the class, you will get to understand. So this skill will come to picture there. You should pursue that young lady. See, that is old lady and she is in need of help. According to law, you are eligible. Kindly think about her. We both put our hands. We will help her. If you pursue her, then you will solve your ethical dilemma here. That is what the persuasion skill is there. Suppose if she doesn't agree to it, that old lady, what will happen? You can't give money from your pocket. That is a personal thing that you can't do. Then what you should do? Then what you should do? You should pursue some NGOs, some non-governmental organizations, from voluntary help groups, and you should make her demand satisfied by it. So this persuasion is a very big convincing skill that you can develop from reading this topic. So you can't directly answer these questions unless you are dealt with these three topics: ethics, integrity, and aptitude. If you say to that old lady, no, I can't help you, go away, according to law, I should help her, then again the another word will come, compassion. You don't have compassion towards the downtrodden. So, a bureaucrat should always have plan B in his mind, should always think some alternative, should always give the alternative ideas. So Gandhiji in one speech he has said, not in one speech, in each and every book it is there, Gandhiji's talisman. What is Gandhiji's talisman tells to you? When you are in ethical dilemma, you should think about your actions, how it will affect the poorest of the poor. I should take two decisions, either A or B. Which decision you will take? If I take A, what should be the effect on the poorest of the poor? If I take B, what should be the effect on the poorest of the poor? So, if it is helping him, then I should go with the decision, either A or B. So, this is what Gandhiji's talisman will come to help solve the ethical dilemma. And this type of reading will help to solve this type of case. Because students will go to the examination, ethics is very simple, only the cases they will give, but they will forget to solve these cases, they need to understand the basic philosophies. So, if you understand these basic philosophies, then you can write good essays. Earlier, what was happening in both section A and section B, he was asking for here, he was asking for here. Write one from here and write one from here. This section was very easy. He was asking about society, he was asking about science, and students have read that in general studies only. Easily they could have dealt with this essay section. But in this session, in this essay session, what he was asking was philosophy based essays. Students were facing very tough phase here. So this they were writing beautifully, this they were failing in this section. From last 2 years, what he is making is, here also philosophy, here also philosophy. He is tackling the students, and unless you don't understand the philosophies well, you will not write a good essays. And people are getting as low as 60 to 80 marks in essay for 250 marks. 250 marks, he will ask 2 essays. One is for 125 and one is 125. Computing both the essays, they are getting 60 to 80. It is too low. Why it is happening? Because they are failing to understand the philosophies of the life. What is philosophies of the life? That you will get in the ethics paper, and also if you are reading literature, there you will get the philosophies of the life. Or else only the science students, one who has opted for the science subjects, they are failing in writing the essays. If you get essay less than 120, means you forget about your IAS stream. Essay is the topic where you will get easily the 50% score. For 250, minimum 125 you should get. If you don't understand the philosophies of life, you will end up with very low score. So what you should do? Whatsoever the topic you are reading, you should understand it very well. History I am reading, why they have kept it for syllabus? Why I should read? Like economics I am reading, why I am reading? For what purpose I am reading? If I read it very well, what will happen to me and also for the society? Each and every topic you should understand in a philosophical manner. Then you will get good marks in ethics also. Then you will get good marks in essays also. Yes, sir. The other wrong they will make in essays, apart from understanding the philosophy, maybe he will ask one topic. Like Gandhiji has said, for everything, for each and every human being's need, no, there is resource for human need, but not for human greed. Gandhiji has said that. Maybe the same statement they will give you in essay. What the students make a mistake is they will just keep on going with the examples. And we teachers has told them to understand essay in this way. First you should think about in international, next in national, next in history, next in polity, next in economics, next in science, next in women, same thing. Next in rural, next in urban. So what they do is they keep on going with the examples. In international era, the developing nations are polluting the world. Sorry, developed nations, developing or not, America is doing like that. In national era, rich are doing, poor are suffering. What is this? In history, the colonial governments they made, now we are suffering. The simple examples will not construct the essays. Instead of that, you should illustrate. You should logically think. What is this? You should analyze. The topic should be dealt in this way. Suppose I said you there is resource is there for everybody's need, but not for greed. So you should think about what is greed, why it has come to human mind. Human mind. Since because it has come into human mind, what bad effects it is spreading on the society. So what will be the colossal damage? What should be done to overcome it? So this is what analysis is. This is what illustration is. Simply by quoting or else just just blaming others will not become essay. Essay is constructing ideas. Essay is visioning. Essay is analyzing. Essay is logical thinking. So many students, they will come up to me to show their essays. What I am facing is they just quote the examples instead of explaining the things. So yes, you construct essay according to history, according to polity, but you should analyze what has happened in the history, why the greed has come up in the industrial revolution because of the materialistic nature of the human being, and what the Socrates, what the Aristotle has said. So you need to construct the ideas of your own instead of simply blaming others or quoting others. So this is what essay is. But before writing essay, you need to have too much knowledge that they are covering you in the syllabus. So I am telling you, kindly write essays at least for one essay for 3 weeks. Many people will try to write each and every week one essay. No, that will make you to exhaust. At least 1 month, one essay. 1 month, one essay. And this essay should be evaluated at least by 5 people. So you will get 5 different dimensions. So, and simply don't follow the topper's essay. You should have the idea for food for thought, but then you should construct your own essays. But to write essays, don't try in the initial phase of preparation. First read for 6 months all the topics, then knowledge will be there. Then you can start writing the essays. So this is regarding the syllabus. And regarding our course schedule, regularly there will be 2 sessions of 2 hours each. If at all we have done, that is from morning 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. In the afternoon session 2 to 4 p.m. this will be of the revision class of what we have dealt in the morning. In this class, we will make sure that you will solve the previous year questions regarding the topic which I have covered in the morning. So, and once in every week, we will make you to write two mains answers that will be evaluated and discussed in the class along with the mentors. So suppose if you are not having the revision classes means, then you will have 2 sessions a day. We will be completing your syllabus by March end. Till then, preparation, preparation, preparation. Practice, practice, practice. My kind advice is, if you want to clear IAS, read it in a structural way, organize yourself, and without preparation, don't go to the examination. It will be, what it will do means you will disrespect exam also, you disrespect your preparation also. So 1.5 years, you thoroughly prepare, then you start giving your attempts. Then you can crack your examination in your first attempt. If you are falling in general metric category, kindly don't give attempt in the next year if you are preparing in this year. So this is my advice. If at all any doubts is there, we can discuss here. Syllabus is so huge that we can't discuss in a single day, and each and every teacher will come and we will deal with you in both English and Kannada. So today in this orientation, I made it in English only, but our teachers will teach in bilingual way. So they will give the running notes both in English and in Kannada. And one who are preparing in Kannada medium, kindly note it down. So you should prepare in English and you should try to answer in Kannada. Then only you will get a success. Because there is a restriction of source in Kannada medium. Yes, sir, that we will post in our Telegram channel today also. What are the reference books with respect to English and Kannada. But in Kannada medium students who are preparing, understand the concepts in English, because we have got standard books in English, then try to write answers in Kannada. The technical words the teachers will tell, but they can't do 100% in Kannada. And if you read in 100% Kannada, it is tough to crack the examination. Why? Because preliminary paper will be in English and Hindi. So to understand the questions and also the options given below, you should have the minimum basic English preparation. So whatsoever you are preparing, note down the Kannada technical words. And after the class, we will assist you in constructing the answers in the afternoon session. So the whole topic you will be preparing on your own by utilizing the teacher's assistance in the class. And don't rely upon any ready-made materials. Whatsoever the ready-made materials you will get, you should keep it as a reference. By using it, you should develop your own answers. So this is the advice I am giving you. This advice is not directly I am giving you. This is based on my previous experience. From our institute also, whosoever have cleared in Kannada medium, they have read in English medium. Keep in mind. And afterwards, they started constructing their answers. In which language they were good at. Yes, any doubts regarding this? The sessions I have mentioned. And till March, we will be dealing with you. Any doubts regarding this, you can ask here, or else you can come up to me. We'll sit and discuss. By this, I will be ending my session. Any doubts regarding this syllabus, or else like how we will go with the course? For each and every topic, there will be a individual subject matter specialist and one who has got 5 to 6 years of experience, minimum experience. So they will come and they will teach. Thank you.